Hello everyone, welcome back. My name is Banny Durke. Banny Durke. Banny Durke. Banny Durke. Yeah, I'm not a very good liar, but some people out there really are. It's hard to know if they're telling the truth when they talk to you. These 10 things I'm about to tell you will make it a lot easier to do just that. This is the top 10 ways to tell if someone is lying. At number 10 we have the stare. Most people think that breaking eye contact for even a second is a sign of lying, so they will stare way too much. This unnatural stare is actually a good way to tell if someone is lying. Lying is also a two-way game. When a person lies, they're constantly trying to read the other person they're lying to for feedback. This requires them to stare in a very unnatural way, so beware of the stare. Alright, at number 9 now we have the collar pull. This one might seem like a really kind of cliche one. It's the kind of thing you'd see in a cartoon, but there is truth to it. When a person lies, they get stressed, which raises blood pressure and body temperature. Suddenly, that person who's lying can feel so hot that they need to just cool down and get some air onto their skin. This is where the collar pull comes in. If the person doesn't have a tight collar, they may also end up fidgeting with their sleeves or removing their hat, anything to try and take the heat from the situation. Alright, at number 8 now we have throat clearing. The anxiety of lying makes the body divert water to the sweat glands for sweat. Water even gets drawn away from the throat and mouth, leaving it very dry. This means that people who are lying will often have a cracked voice if they don't keep trying to clear their throat to keep the lie going. Alright, at number 7 now we have grooming yourself. If you think someone is lying, just ask them a question, and if they suddenly start grooming themselves, yeah, they could be lying. This grooming could include smoothing out a shirt that looks totally fine, tucking their hair behind their ears, or just kind of straightening out their jacket. In some ways, this is the physical representation of what's going on in their mind. They want to get their story perfect, so they try to make their appearance perfect as well. Alright, coming in at number 6 now, we have non-verbal disconnects. This is basically where a person is saying one thing with their words, but saying something very different with their actions. Now quite often, a person who's lying will be saying yes to something but shaking their head no, or saying no while shaking their head yes. This is quite hard to do normally, but if a person is lying, this conflict of actions shows that what their conscious mind is saying is in disagreement with their subconscious, and they probably don't even realize it. Alright, at number 5 now we have itching. When people lie, they get anxious. Their blood pressure rises and their face gets drained of blood. This can cause an itching sensation. People's ears and noses are very sensitive to this, so if a person is scratching theirs for seemingly no reason, they may be experiencing the anxiety that comes with not telling the truth. Alright, at number 4 now we have eye pointing. Eyes can tell a lot about a person. If someone is lying about an object in the room, their eyes might naturally look towards what they are trying to hide. Another interesting example is that sometimes people who lie will want to leave the room because they feel uncomfortable. This will make their eyes start pointing towards the nearest exit. They just want to be out of the conversation and away from you before you discover the truth. At number 3 now we have quick breathing. We've talked a lot in this video about how lying raises your heart rate, haven't we? Well, with that also comes faster breathing. It's a reflex action, so it's very hard to try and resist this. The person that's lying may not even be aware that they're breathing faster than normal, but as they talk, keep an eye on them. It could be a huge giveaway. Alright, at number 2 now we have hiding the eyes or the mouth. We've talked about a few ways in which a face can give away if someone is lying, so it's no surprise that people will try and cover their facial features if they are lying. If a person's hand goes to their mouth as they try and answer a question, that could mean something. Another big one is shielding of the eyes. This could also be just closing the eyes, but the reason is still the same. That person doesn't want to see your reaction to them lying. A liar will find it harder to lie if they think the person they're lying to knows they're lying. You get me? You follow that? Good. Let's move on to our number 1 then, which is repetition. If a person is lying, they will often repeat the same phrases over and over again, and over again, and over again. This is because they are not only trying to convince you that the lie is true, they're trying to convince themselves. If they can convince themselves that their lie is true, then they'll have an easier time convincing you. Another reason people repeat phrases is because it's a classic stalling technique. It gives them time to think about what to say next to keep up that lie. But you guys aren't going to give them the chance to do that, because now you should all be experts on how to tell if someone is lying. I really want to do more of these ways to tell if type videos, so let me know what you want to learn about next on this channel. My name is Danny Burke, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.